You're probably not wrong. Right now, Rich. Picks and bans. Now, who is the Dyer?
The Dyer is British Nationalists.
British Nationalists are Dyer.
Captained by David Jason in this game.
And in this case, that would leave the Lithuanian invasion on the Radiant. Yeah?
Yes.
So it's Lithuanian invasion versus the British Nationalists, game one. I don't know why I'm struggling so much.
Also, we look shagged.
We are battered.
Especially these lights are harsh. I feel like we should change the lights, but I'm not sure how well we'll listen.
I feel like we can't change these lights.
No, I mean just turn the bright ones off.
I don't know. I feel like it's giving it a good edge. Look, you can get some footage of the lovely venue that we're in.
Also, those guys, they're playing games.
Yeah.
I love this mic. Okay. Oh my God.
I think that they're doing tabletop gaming. Could be wrong, but I saw a lot of boards, a lot of cases. So assumption is tabletop model gaming.
Not taking part in line, my guts.
Right. Shall we get in game? Because I believe the draft is underway.
Oh, Jesus, you're so demanding.
I don't feel like I'm demanding.
Boom. We don't need that.
Yeah. Don't worry about picks and bans.
Are you streaming?
No, we're not.
We're not streaming, but we are recording.
Right.
So it will be made available.
At some point, I'll try and stream it out, but it goes tethering and there's a whole thing.
Yeah, currently we're having a minute. Right, so I believe we said before, Dyer was British Nationalists, Radiant is a Lithuanian invasion. So we're halfway through the draft. Anything stand out to you, Rich?
Yes, Jason's not first pick Doom, and it's not been banned, and that's weird. Bless you.
Thanks. I was trying to do that off stream. Where's our pretty faces gone?
Well, we were in the way.
That was a Phantom Woogsman's that seems to haunt these halls.
We've got a bit of Woogs pedants.
Hello?
Fuck off! Woogs pedants!
Right, turn it on.
Yeah. Let's just call Lank off right now.
We're done, it's over. Pack it up.
Now,
fuck off and get in the shower, you.
Now, I'm noticing something interesting here. I see, out the corner of my eye, that Deck is looking up guides on the internet. Now, that doesn't leave me with a lot of confidence that he knows what he's going to do this game.
It's not gone well.
I don't think it has, no.
Maybe we should be less confident in the fact that Sam, who's not played a lot, isn't looking up guides.
Admittedly, I didn't see what the guide was for. So that...
Appropriate places to have a piss.
Not speakers. But it is what it is. They've got Dezel. Oh, it's a turn of events. They've got Dezel. Now, who do you reckon on the Lithuanian invasion is going to be skilled enough to Dezel?
Paulie H, probably. Paulie H, we had a game with Dezel the other day with Paulie, and I think he made every shallow grave he needed to make, and no one died.
His graves are the shallowest.
Yes, basically it's just a field.
Right, okay. So,
with corpses.
Yeah, just a killing field.
He is the division, the game in its entirety.
Right, okay. So, now, if you think that's Big Paulie H on the Dezel there, that leaves Lich and Dragon Knight to who?
I feel like Lich, that's a bit out of the left for me. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe Deck?
I think that's going to be Deck.
I think Dragon Knight's probably going to be either Connor or maybe a Joe in mid, depends what they pick.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking it could be Charlie. It's a safe hero. Hard to kill.
I possibly don't think it should go that way, but it might.
Yeah, but that's the way I'm leaning on the draft. However, I'm almost certain that for the Dyer side, Invoker's Jason.
Yes, almost definitely. I'm assuming the line's Leonard. Absolutely not.
Oh, we've had a fandom belief. I'm not sure if it was picked up by the microphone there, that Invoker could be.
Possibly a Lion Leonard. It's one of his signature heroes. I'm surprised he's made it through, although it's not as big a threat as some of Jason's heroes in this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Ember Spirit would just put in a shift.
There has been a Wraith King ban. That's obviously a respect ban for Scotty, because it's one of his best carries.
Yeah.
They're obviously a little bit scared of that. However, I actually think the Wraith King might have worked quite well, because people are going to gather around for a literal.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful.
So-
I feel like we're getting laughed at over here by Ginge.
That level of thinking, I think, means it's definitely going to be Deck on the Lich because they're not willing to bet on it being a solid ult.
Let's have a look.
Or
Is Deck
the
on-
draft just wasn't planned around that idea.
Someone's
Lich
picked
tonight.
Jason's Doom.
Oh, right, okay, so they've taken Doom away from Jason.
Jason's obviously uninvoked.
Who
Yeah, but Jason always likes the first pick Doom.
we've had a rumour that Jason isn't on the Invoker, and it may be Scotty.
Scotty did shout that's for me when they picked it.
Right.
I think that's probably just banter.
I would guess that would banter.
That was-
However,
There's rumours going around the office.
yeah, exactly. There's rumours going around the office, mate.
You're just
However-
out of shot, Steve. The camera just goes to there, and you.
Well, there's Dom's hero if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
very meta right now.
Don't worry about it.
I feel like Dom's refusal to use Lone Druid's ult, though, is his eventual undoing on this hero.
Possibly. However, it does make him go faster than the speed of sound.
He does love that soundtrack. However, did he bring that with him to Lank?
I don't know, but we can get some acapella on. We've got a group of lads here.
These two.
Someone start with some instruments.
I don't know the song, apart from running around at the speed of sound.
I've got places to go, gotta follow that rainbow. That's all I know.
Well, then we did work. I mean, that's
You're
enough,
welcome,
isn't
viewers
it?
at home, when you eventually get
Eventual viewers at home.
this, if I upload it.
/ me when I watch it back.
Okay.
You can spectate in Dota, sorry.
Oh, right, that's a lot.
Sure.
We're also broadcasting through that, so you'll hear us.
Oh, right.
I couldn't hear it through the game when I tried to listen to it.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not gone well.
I just want to watch.
Eventually, we're hoping to get it up on the. If we can get it streamed, we can get it up on the projector, and then there'll be a delay so people can watch it, and it won't be ruining the game. However, until that point, just have to make do.
No worries.
Feel free to pull up a settee, though.
I'm just going to sit.
You can, or you can watch it in real time over here, and then you'll get the reactions in real time.
I don't care.
He doesn't care. I care because I want you to have the best you possibly can out of Lank, and you don't want to hear massive uproar and then be like, in 2 minutes I'm going to find out what that was.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Well, we should be live through the broadcast
Oh, yeah,
channel,
it's-
though.
it's-
There's usually no delay on that.
Oh, there's like a 30-second delay on mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's broadcast, it just means they get to see what we're looking at and hear our
Oh, look at the movie.
Oh.
And they're going into our position now.
The draft is done for
Zeus
the
will be a-
Radiant, yeah.
Zeus will be a Joe. I think.
Zeus Joe. I feel like the Crystal Maiden is going to get her tits burst by that Zeus. Like, they're absolutely going to be popped. However,
Do have
Lone
quite,
Druid's going to be hard to bring
do
down.
have
But
quite
then
a good
again,
split push potential, the dire side. It's worth noting.
you're not wrong. I was in my mind. I was like, it's going to be hard to bring down the Lone Druid with the Zeus. Then I remembered Dom hates his ult, so it's going to be pissed to bring down the Lone Druid. And I think that Zeus is a top quality pick.
I'm going to see who the last pick is. What do they need? I'm assuming the Lone Druid is going to be played off. So they need a safe lane carry? That's very interesting.
Alternatively, they could aggro try that
Yeah,
and have safe lane Lone Druid and run all over the Dragon Knight Lich Dazzle. Alternatively, though, Lich and Dazzle, very good defensive heroes to put up against an aggressive try. But is Deck going to be able to hold his own against aggressive try?
I feel like I'm a bit worried in terms of the dire draft. Obviously, they're being mighty. Jason has picked a very, very, very squishy hero for Sam, who is a completely new player.
Yeah, also slows balls. So
Yeah.
as soon as his position's weakened, he's dead.
I'm kind of wondering if they're running a bait the trap kind of technique, where they're just going to kind of follow Sam around at a distance and just jump on people that try and get him.
I feel like that's a big gamble, and with their team, I feel like he will blow before the trap is sprung. Now, we've had a pause. I'm quite surprised we've not had a question mark so far.
It must be Jason that's paused the game.
Yeah. Now, if somebody could just drop a question mark, that would be wonderful, and hopefully we can get this underway.
Can we broadcast too, though?
Yeah, they can see our broadcast. So is anybody aware in the Lank Holiday venue as to what the pause is relating to?
Right.
Sorting to yes,
Okay, back to
son.
video
Right.
games.
Right, we're in.
Shall we move closer?
I feel like what you should do is move the fucking camera.
Announce aliens.
Because this is terrible viewing. Eventually, when
Exactly,
somebody
but I
does
need-
Ancient,
this is what I'm saying,
they'll be all go.
I need to be closer to move.
Right, bear with us, viewers at home, and we'll get the spectating underway. I'm sure we brought someone along for the purposes of spectating. However, I also believe that person's playing Stardew Valley in the corner.
Also, they won't know what to look at, in fairness.
Yeah, but you know, that's what we brought them for, and that was their job.
You've let yourself down.
You've let
We've
yourself
got to do
down.
our own spectating over here.
Sound a fucking Shanghai Major, this.
I can do it, but I'll miss
Fucking
it.
Pauses out of our heads.
You're sacked.
We've worked with Vicky in the past.
Not great.
She's an ass.
You know.
Sorry.
Oh,
You're hard.
they're replacing the pillars here, and I like that.
There we go. There's
Right,
a
okay,
courier.
there's a crab out on the field.
It's a spider, but
It looked like a crab, I'll be honest. You tell me that doesn't look like a crab. No, fuck this. Go back to that. That looks like a crab.
it does look like a crab.
Thank you, it's a crab, right?
It's just like
Especially with the health bar covering the green, it's a crab.
It's a spider, but it does look like a crab.
Yeah, if anything, I want to put a message into the Steam Workshop.
Workshop it.
Workshop it. Right, now, they seem to have firm control.
Yeah, both teams getting one rune apiece.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed we didn't have some first banter.
Yes, same.
Some banter.
Some Fanta.
It is Lone Druid going on the off lane against the Tri. I think that's going to be a hard lane for him to face against. They've not got the most aggressive supports. However, just 1-on-3 in that situation is going to be hard.
I would actually go so far as to say they have the most defensive supports.
Yeah. However, with the bear, it is going to make it possible for him to get some last hits.
Yeah.
Up top, we've got Big Poly H on the Doom facing. I think it's the Tri lane. I think he needs to be. I think he needs to be careful there. Because they do have quite aggressive supports, and if Sam knows how to play Crystal Maiden, he might actually have a nightmare.
I don't feel like that Crystal Maiden's ever going to get in range to do anything to the Doom, because everybody knows Doom's quite quick.
Yeah.
He's a quick hero, especially with his Scorched Earth, though. He's just going to run away, and Crystal Maiden's just going to be melting looking at it.
They do have 3 solid stuns up there, though.
They do, but once again, they would need to get that chain down. I feel like between Scotty and Leonard, they can get that good chain off, and then I feel like Sam would come in, and then it's whiffed.
We'll have to wait and
Somewhere
see.
else.
No, absolutely not. Fuck off.
I can't believe we're getting bantered off by the spectators who are just standing behind us here. They should be watching this at home if they could, but they can't. So that's why they aren't.
There we go.
Jason so far, he's gone for a null tally and 2 fairy fires.
Don't know why he's not going.
We've got the Tango bottle combo on Zeus.
Why is he getting a wand?
Why has he got no wand? Is a good question. Rich, your analyst, why has he got no wand?
I have no idea. Against the Zeus, it's a really solid pickup.
Yeah, he's bad at the game, is the answer to why he doesn't have a wand.
Jason's tilting.
Yeah. Jason
we've
had
got
his
Leonard
wand
top
pissed on.
The top room's been denied. No one's gone for the action room bottom yet.
Oh,
However, it does
action
look like
room bomb
Connor's on his
isn't in
right.
this. Connor's going for it. Now, it's Connor on the Dazzle. I don't think we point that out. Obviously, in the draft,
No
we
control
did
on that.
expect it to be Paulie Hazel on the
Fuck
Dazzle.
off.
But he's gone for the Doom.
Unexpected tilt coming from Richard Taylor.
Yeah,
And on the spectator
he's
side.
only broadcasting as well, so nobody knows why
It's
he
been
tilted.
It's been a stressful morning, right? And just do I need this?
Did you just say it's been a stressful morning?
Again, do I need it? Oh, there could be some action
Oh,
down
he's
bottom
getting
here.
bantered. Oh, he should have went in for the stun. Instead, he went for the breathe fire. But Dom turns, and I feel like that could
That
be
was
the
a
end
big,
of him.
big mistake by Dom there. There was no need for him to
Oh,
step
he could have just ran away.
Feeds first blood
Yeah.
to the invasion. They're now 1-0 up. That's a really big start for that try lane.
Connor
That
Delicious.
was a massive misplay.
There is some movement here. I feel like Sam may just be following Leonard around.
Now, Do you think that was a big misplay,
I do this.
or do you feel like that was at the flaw of his possible action groups? Like maybe he was trying to get the bear on them, and he actually stopped.
I think that is probably likely. It wasn't a good decision.
No, it was a terrible decision to be fair first blood.
But it was probably just a misplay, thinking he's controlling one but was had both. Dota 2 has historically had bad unit selection as well.
Yeah.
Coming from a StarCraft 2 background, it's quite easy to take to fall foul of it.
I feel like Dom should have had enough experience with Lone Druid now not to be at the mercy of unit selection.
Who knows? I've got nothing to add to that.
You've got nothing to add to that. That's fine. What's happening in mid?
Let's
What's
see.
what last hits denies looking at in mid?
There we go. Zeus slightly ahead, however, Jesus got 9 denies, which is going to delay the ult quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel like
Almost a full level ahead now.
yeah, that he's definitely getting the better out of that lane, even without the wand. So maybe the crowd should shut the fuck up because he's clearly doing it without the wand.
Well, it's Invoker.
Well, it's Invoker, is it?
Something that is worth noting is Scotty is far outlast hitting Charlie on the carries and is putting them quite ahead. If we check the net worth, I would assume there's a good advantage.
Yeah, that's a solid advantage. Almost by 400 Gs.
I don't know how to Dota.
Rich's Tilton. Here we are, Dr. Tilton's.
Right now, we do have some of the Polish
Some
panheads
movement
with
here.
us. But just 1 second though, because it just seems that Lando is coming into mid here. It's going to be very interesting stuff, provided he can get in range to get anything off. Zeus, notoriously bad in mid. If he does get ganked, he's got nothing to offer.
He's wasting a lot of time here. However, they could get in here. There's a cold snap
Cold
out.
snap's
Oh, there's
out.
some movement.
I think he's
He
giving
could have an air
legs.
spike. Oh, just not quite in range for it. That's
No.
an unfortunate gank. A lot of time wasted by Leonard there.
If only Leonard had his blink dagger. But once again, I feel like that's early doors call. Now we do have some of the Lithuanian invasion, just sort of sitting on the back foot. Do you think that's going to pay off late game, or do you think that's going to give us some detriment going into the mid game?
Yes, they are playing more defensive. However, their team's more built for it. However, I've seen however loads. However, though,
Yeah, I don't care what you say if it's true.
the nationalist side have got 3 carries that can take them into the late game, whereas your team,
My
not
team are not playing.
the invasion. Look,
It's
right.
your team.
Look, it's going to be a long day. Leave it out.
You're necking monster.
And well, I clearly need it.
Yeah, how is it not working?
Caffeine is how I get my words.
Get your words.
Eyes on bottom. It's too late to come back.
You can come and spectate if you want.
The eyes in the sky.
I would appreciate it loads.
Yeah. If you want a spectator,
I will
that's
miss
fine.
everything.
Right. I will miss every battle.
It's been very clear that I'm not on the ball anyway.
Yeah. So, if we move back, we'll get a dedicated spectator in, and we'll make the best of this situation.
Thank God.
Thank God, indeed. Now, just while we're changing the spectator up, we do have the captain of the Polish Panheads here. We have Kylie Minogue.
Hello.
Now, Kyle,
Yes.
are you noticing anything in this game that you're going to take into either of your bouts versus?
Yes. Ban, Doom, and Invoker.
It has just been said
Doom
that
and Invoker.
Invoker has picked up a Midas now in the mid. And that might boost his net worth quite a bit in the future. Both the cores on the Nationalist team out farming the cores on the invasion team. However, Invoker has just died to Zeus.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been an opportunity for them to go on the Doom on top. Because Sven had walked right into him, and he was just there with a stone bolt. Sam was behind him, could have obviously frostbit. Now, they were scouted out by the Zeus ult, however, I feel like they could have got a kill there.
Yeah, possibly. I feel like it may have been a bit of a mistake, or just maybe a miscommunication between the players.
It's quite possible that they don't have a lot of confidence with each other, obviously Sam being new to the game and currently just standing still.
Yes, pretty much. He is falling slightly behind on the net worth as well.
Oh, and
There's some
he's-
movement top. Oh, it's a good stun.
Oh, it's
double
a
stun.
better stun.
Oh, Scotty's going for it. This may be a bit of a mistake. He's backing
He's
up now.
popped his ult, however the Scorcher was just doing too
Yes.
much.
In that situation, I feel like he may be better going for the desert. You may have been better going for the Dazzle, a much squishier hero, and if he can get killed while he's stunned, there's no shallow grave to worry about.
Yeah, that grave wouldn't even be made, never mind shallow.
Yes. However, he went for the much tankier Doom, and it just meant he couldn't get a kill.
Yeah, now Jason taking a bit of harassing mid here. How are we lining up there on the last hits and denies? Oh, and Jason dropping very low.
Yeah, both Jason and Scotty still out farming the other cores. However, the net worth's telling a different story if we go to that, as Zeus is actually quite far ahead because of some select kills he's been part of.
Yeah, now what I am noticing is Usul is back up, however, he is manaless. Repeat, zap manaless.
There is a rune not in play though, so if he gets that, it could be a really serious gang able to take part in.
Yeah,
really serious gang able to take part in.
There is an invis down bottom. Now, hopefully he can grab that. And now if he was lucky, he'd grab that just before the 10-minute mark and maybe come into a regen. Now, those guards would really be smiling upon him then. However, Jason's Midas definitely going to work here, always on cooldown. I feel like that's going to be big in the late game.
Yeah, another notable thing is Dom is getting absolutely nothing at bottom. The Doom's way out farming him, and that's going to play a big role in the mid game.
Now, how is Dom doing for levels at least?
I'm not sure. 1 second. Not very well. If we were to compare him to the Doom, what is the hotkey?
Is there an XP thing? Where's the table
E for hero level. Right, okay, so...
Doom actually is level 6 and has his ultimate now, which is that is a game changer.
Yeah. Dom just hit level 5 right there.
I feel like in a couple more minutes, once they've got a few more level 6s, the invasion team are really going to hit their peak.
Yeah, I feel like currently this game could go either way, but I feel like the longer it goes, it's definitely in favour of the damage.
Yeah, absolutely. One of their main carriers on the invasion team is Charlie as well. He's been known to get caught out in bad situations occasionally. So with there being a lot of eggs in that basket, they could end up with omelette on the face.
They could end up with omelette on the face because of too many eggs in a basket.
Came what I did to do.
Dom just getting his boots there, his trankles. Doom, he's not got a lot of net worth.
With there being a lot more players that are familiar with the game this year, I feel like it's a lot more serious than the previous Chapter Dota.
Yeah, especially between these two teams because of the nature of the draft. A lot of the new players to each game are spread quite evenly amongst the games.
Scotty is really powering ahead. He's got 30 denies now. That's no small achievement at this point in the game.
Fucking that's loads.
Yeah, fuck me, that's huge. Now, Crystal Maiden holding on to 2 wards, has 950 gold but no boots. Taking a leaf out of your boot there, Rich. Is this a purposeful build?
Yes, energy booster first is what all the professionals are doing nowadays. Having boots is overrated. You don't need movement speed, what you need is mana to do nothing with because you've died because you've got no movement speed.
Yeah, now, what I do know about Crystal Maiden is it's pointless getting boots because you're going to be the slowest thing anyways.
Yes. May as well just double down on it, get yourself that naked energy booster. Just have a little bit extra mana to play with.
Treat yourself to an ags.
If you are going for a quick ult as well, because it's so mana costly, you need the extra mana. And if you can't get to the boots quick enough, you may as well go for the energy booster, because you're either going to get in position or you're not. The boots aren't going to change.
Yeah, looking to trade towers here as Radiant push into mid and the Dire push the T1 in top. Now, do you think there's going to be a skirmish at either point? Admittedly, they're only facing up in mid currently.
Yeah, I feel like Jason has to be very careful with the diver. However, there is a TP in. Oh, Scotty has been doomed. Oh, the weave's out. If they catch him, this could be the end of Sam. He's going down. Oh, the mini stun from Doom, mate. Like, Sam's down. However, Scotty does get away. Still quite far ahead on net worth. Not the best pickup, however, better than nothing.
Yeah, the Doom was probably a good choice. Committed onto the guy who probably knows how to save the situation and just run Sam down. Definitely a case of the noob being picked on there. However, probably deserved.
However, not the lowest in net worth, which is worth pensioning.
Worth pensioning.
Yeah, I'm just... I don't know what's
Admittedly,
happening.
that is the word. However, this is not the word usage. Now Dragon Form is up,
Bottom tower is being
poisoning the
attacked.
tower, weaves out. They're going to look for this engagement, however they're about. They know
Dire
that's going to
structures
happen,
are fortified.
and they're forming around it. This
Jesus,
might be
eh?
a 5-on-5 engagement here. Scotty
Oh,
getting
Scotty's been
caught.
caught out. Can he survive long enough to do damage? The ult's out. Oh, and he's down. That's unfortunate.
The meatball
However, can he
did
get anything
damage.
back from this? The Doom's out. He's away. The Dragon Knight just doesn't take any damage. He might get the Dazzle, although, not the Dazzle, the Zeus, the Shallow Grave comes out and saves him now. However, he comes back in because he's scared of the tower. Oh, he gets taken down. It's a 2-for-1 trade. It's actually gone quite well. Can they get anything more out of it? Jason's coming up. Has he got a Cold Snapper? Has he got any sort of CC in the chamber? It doesn't look like it, and everyone's out. Oh, and Lone Druid gets taken down by the Shadow Poison.
Now, what I did notice during that fight, which could have swayed it massively, is the Lone Druid got very low. Charlie came back in on the Dragon Knight, and he was right-clicking the bear.
Textbook Charlie.
Yeah, it didn't go well. The bear was on about 2/3 health, and Lone Druid himself was on about 20, hence why the Poison Touch was enough to wipe him out in the end.
The bear notoriously tanky as well.
Positive
You need a really concerted effort to take the bear down in a fight.
Yeah, Etherlens picked up on the Zeus now. That's a good pickup for him. Lets him stay out of range, lets him kite all the stuns and the cold snaps, etc. Because if he goes anywhere near that front line, there is CC for days.
Apart from Jason, they don't really have any sort of ranged disable that's got a long range. So the Everlens keeps him out of reach and just allows him to do damage from the back line.
Yeah, that meatball in that fight did a lot of work and really helped change the landscape of the fight early doors. So the further you can keep away from that, obviously, the better. Now, concerted effort on maybe a push on bottom here. Bottom T1, Radiant seem to be poised for that. But just coming down to that fight, that tower is on about 2/3 health. However, there does seem to be a defense mount.
Yeah, it is only 3 people at the moment though, against 4 on the other team, and that might be bad numbers.
It might be bad numbers, but Dragon Form is popped, the weave is out, TP comes in, spends there, oh that bear's going down, that bear's dead, that's 300 Gs going to the way of the Radiant there, that's no discernible thing.
Yeah, it's a big misplay. What we are seeing at the moment also, just while there's a lull in the action, Invoker's going for a Yules, and that is going to make him a killing machine. If he gets a pick off one of the spots, especially Comet, it's going to change the side of the fight big style.
Yeah, that combo is going to absolutely ruin those low health heroes. However, the Dragon Form is still back up, they're going to the tower, they're bursting low, and then there's God's Wrath, or whatever the fuck that's called. Long Ghost takes him out from the heavens. Big Earth
Don't
Spike at
get
the
very
back there.
aggressive here. I don't think they should fight. They're not going to get anything out of it. That was a big mistake. They should have just got out while they could. The Doom wasn't going to stop them running away. He's just too tanky at the moment.
Yeah, and they take the tower, and because there's 3 heroes dead on the side of the Dire, they can push for more here.
Yeah, if they'd have got out, regrouped, and they could have mounted a defence in the tier 2, or at least made them think they could, and back off, but now they've just got to break.
The only problem with this engagement now, though, is if they do come to mount a defence on the T2 with the higher armour, it's going to take them longer to bring it down. All but Lich's ult is down, and every ult except Crystal Maiden's is up on the Dire side. However, I do believe Crystal Maiden is not even skilled to the ult, because I believe that'll probably be a case of it's too mana intensive. However, that could just be a misplay because I don't know if Sam would know enough about that to skip through.
Commonly, it skips in the builds, so if Sammy's working off a build, he'll probably get it at level 10 and 11.
Yeah, obviously when Crystal Maiden has the higher mana pool, larger ring to support that. However, they take the tower, they back out, they're happy with that. Do you think now they should just push mid? Because that's what I do.
Yes, I think the Radiant team really have to keep the foot on the gas here because Sven is quite far ahead. And once he gets the levels and clean, he's going to farm like a beast. And if he gets that big item advantage, he is going to be hard to take down.
Speaking of farming like a beast, Jason has just picked up his Euros now. I think it's very much a dangerous situation to be in for the rest of the game for the squishy supports. But they come in, Jason's there, there's a TP coming in to defend this tower. And once again, the Dragon Form's popped, that poison going to work on the tower.
There's some really poor organisation here from the Dire team. They've had a few people TP in, but because the whole team's not can't do anything, so it's just a waste of time for all the parties involved. Lone Druid's just wandered over slowly. He may as well have been split pushing at this point with the bear. It's one of the things he's really good at. They've basically just done nothing with the time now. However, there is some sort of weird split of 3 and 2. I don't know if there's some kind of pincer movement happening or if it's just disorganisation. Dom's just wandered in. However, that has done a lovely 2-man stun from Scotty. Absolutely blown up there from the Zeus ult.
Massive meatball.
Oh, Scotty's trying to get out. Can he make it? Oh, Charlie's down. Oh, and Connor's been taken by the Yules. This is bad news. Not Connor, sorry. Dude's been taken by the Yules.
Oh, that's a great too.
That could be the end of Jason. There may be a deny coming out here. I'm not sure. If he does survive, though.
That's going to be a close one.
The foreman for the deny, they want this. Oh, it's a great deny. Yeah, it's lovely stuff.
It was a 3-man deny. May not have been the best use of 2 of the guys' time. However, they were all there for the friend till the end.
Yeah. Now I noticed something in that fight. The ult did have up was Lich ult. It wasn't dropped. I don't think I've seen a Lich ult all game, and I think that's very telling because once again, when I look up at the Deck Gallagher screen, when he is dead, he is looking at guides.
Excellent. At least he's trying.
Yeah, I mean, no shame to the man. He might piss on speakers, but he's putting in effort here. He's trying to learn.
Yes, the speaker pissing a low point in the Choco Bowl before it even started.
Yeah, we started off low to bring the viewers high.
Yes, more on that later. That headline.
There's one thing I've learned is you got to bring them down to bring them up because you know it's the ebb and flow of life. The lows make it very sweet. Now, if Jason and Connor
are on your fantasy team,
you'd be tied for points right now. Now I think that's very telling. They're also noticing Dom on -0.
Interestingly, Dom, the actual regular player, bringing in the least amount of fantasy points. So if you have him on your team, bit of a bust.
Yeah, I feel like Sam on the Crystal Maiden bringing in 0.6 is just. I feel like that's what you would get for turning up. So. How that's calculated that you get -0 is something else. Jason putting the Sunstrike in Roche, suspecting it. However, they weren't there. They seem to be farming. However, I also feel like that's a bit of a wasted effort because right now they need to press the advantage. They need 5-man. They need to take those towers against a disorganised Dire team before Sven can farm like a beast.
Yes, Sven actually dropping off massively in the network. There's a few bad fights for him being on the front line, getting taken down too quickly. Against this team, it's very magic based. He might want to consider a quick BKB. One of my favourite items, and possibly, in fact, certainly the best item in the game by far.
Yeah, he's currently on for that Helm of Dominator in Blink. Now, if he could possibly grab himself an Alpha Wolf, that might pay off, but I feel like the BKB is going to do so much more for him in the long run. On the other hand, though, getting the BKB later will give him higher charges on those more important fights.
Yes, and that will be a thing. However, I feel like by the time the late game fights come around, they're going to be far enough ahead that they can take the fights with the 5 seconds. Over in the mid game, they really need that defense against the magic. Also, there's a smoke in play here. It's a 5-man smoke going into mid. I'm not sure if the other team are aware, but they're quite far back, so the smoke might not actually find someone. Oh, we have got an Invoker in the jungle though. It is about to pop. He might get caught out here. Oh no, it's not gone well for Invoker. He's to be caught out. He's doomed. He's got no chance of getting out there. It's a lovely pickup. The Lich ult was out. It was a lovely pickup by the Radiant team. That's a big loss for Jason there. It's a lot of time not farming. Midas has been keeping the head so far, but Zeus is about to pass him without the Midas. And this is the dominant mid game we were expecting earlier.
Yeah, now a very important thing I've noticed there is they smoked, but they went up 2 forms of high ground. They had just had a ward on that cliff. That smoke would have done nothing. Jason could have just got away dead easily, I feel. However, he didn't, and now they're on the back foot as the pressure mid.
Yes, we can only mount a 4-man defence here. It's not worth the time. I feel like Dom should be swift. There's plenty of room on the line. There is a ward up top from the Dire team. So they can see him if anyone comes behind him, they're not smooth. Like, he's just got plenty of space here. They're not mounting a defence. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, now, he hasn't got the Radiance, so he is a little bit slower than you would expect a Lone Druid to be. However, I'm not entirely sure on what he has built. So if we could just get that checked by the spectator on what's on the bear and what's on Lone Druid itself. So we've got the Tranquil Boots wand standard. Now there's absolutely nothing on neither the hero nor the bear.
Yes, the net worth is really low here. Lone Druid, I don't believe, is a great hero for making a big comeback farm-wise. So he could be in a bit of a hole. He has got the space to farm though. They're very much 5-manning. excuse me, at the moment, the Radiant team. So if he goes and split pushes, we've also got the split push on things like the what are the spirits called in Vocross?
Forge
the mini
spirits.
ghosts.
Mini Ghost, Forge Spirits.
The Forge spirits are great for the split push. They can actually waste a lot of time and buy the time they need to get Scotty the farm so they can become big.
Now, they have smoked into the dire jungle, which is normally a great shout. However, they are 5-man down bottom, so they won't catch anything with the smoke, and I feel like that's a big waste of time.
Under fire.
Yes, absolutely. They've also wasted the smoke, and there are only a few on stock. However, Leonard might wander into them. They're on the high ground. I don't think they've been noticed. Paul blinks in, but he doesn't get a doom off.
Paul Hazel blinked there. However,
That's a banter doom.
That's eating away
Quite
Sam.
a spree.
Oh, the meatball's out. It looks like Jason may get picked here. Oh, they don't go for it. That's an interesting decision.
Yeah, they could have run straight through that meatball
They're
there.
playing a tight 5-man pack. They're going for the tier 2 top, possibly. I don't think that's the best shout. I feel like if they get Jason out of the way, they get in.
Yeah. They've got a big push to get that in there's 5 seconds that the Crystal Maiden's still down, because that Crystal Maiden, low level, low respawn time.
Yeah, while there is a bit of a downtime, let's talk about the meta that I'm expecting from the Chocolate Bowl this year. I've just heard some talk behind of the captain of your team. The 5-man is going to be a big factor. With the difference in skill levels, keeping everyone together in one solid block makes it a lot easier to keep an eye on the weaker players. It means everyone can do their job effectively without getting caught out by the stronger players. However, because of that, split push is also going to be a big factor, because that's once it gets around the 5-man. It's hard to keep people down. Nature's Prophet is big in the meta at the moment. You might see that.
I feel like we might see the Nature's Prophet come out. However, I don't feel like anybody would be confident enough, because you've got to keep. Oh, that's a great literal hit in the back lines there, doing work on the lone druid, and he's run back into their team. Oh, and that literal absolutely just secured them a kill
Again,
there. Wonderful stuff.
Again, a big misplay by Dom there. He accidentally selected both him and his bear walking away together with the literal on, and it just ate through it.
And now they're going high ground. There's a buyback from the Invoker. Weaves out though, and now they've got the poison on the tower, just doing damage.
Yes, this probably is going to be right. So there's been a fight made. I don't think this is going to get off much. They're going for the Doom again. It's so tanky. I don't think they realise how tanky it is. Just because he's stood up for them, they keep targeting him, and they're just getting nothing from it.
Yeah, absolutely. The buyback not going to do much here from Jason now that the carry is down. Obviously, he can still do a lot of damage himself, but Len's dead.
There's definitely an element of GG here. Leonard just standing man fighting a whole team by himself.
He is lying. He feels like he's got this, and there's a Doom out on the Invoker, a nice zoning Doom. He doesn't want to come back in, obviously, because he spent his buyback, so that's the top lane of Rax completely gone.
Yes, it's very clear that the dice heads have dropped. Hopefully, if I was them, I would just take a stand, take a breath, take a breather, talk about what's been done, just use the time for them to get in, just basically to regroup so they're ready for it.
Yeah, Invoker combo coming out, but I feel like at this point it's a bit too little too late. They've had the top lane of Rax, they're going to get the tower and get back out, but now that Scotty's in, I feel like they should just leave. Oh, and
Charlie has been caught out. Oh, he's CC'd, he's getting burst down. Doom is in. He is very tanky though, it's just so hard to kill. Scotty's having to back out due to lack of health. Dom's just waded in by himself.
Don't think he's away, he has 4k net worth.
Yes, it's a good stun there, it's a good air spike. However, Paulie H is in the back lines.
This has been a wonderful draft from how they're playing on the Radiant side here. 2 massively tanky front liners. There's absolutely nothing that Dire can do against them. They have to hit that back line, but it's just too hard to ignore the front liners.
Yes, once the Dragon Knight stuns out, it's actually quite easy to ignore them. You just literally have to walk through. They don't have the fastest backliners. They don't have backliners for any form of escape.
Question mark.
Oh, we've had a pause here from I Can Hear Gibbs. So that's some good sportsmanship there, because obviously Gibbs is currently playing the Dazzle on the Radiant team. So how we're going to rectify this, I'm not entirely sure. However, I feel like this could be an issue easily alleviated if he just doesn't talk as loud.
Yes. Connor not a loud guy either though, so there's possibly, we're at a flaw, and that's the problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have a situation where the two teams are currently back to back. So Jason and
so
Connor
sorry.
are right next to each other.
That's not working, is it?
What you doing?
I'll have a look at the scores.
I've taken the key off.
I was going to say, where are the graphs now?
Yeah, so
Graphs over it.
we've got the graphs. There we go. Those graphs are very telling. Very telling.
Can we have a look at the scores again?
And there's absolute banter about, and it seems to have slayed deck. Now, I believe this is an unprecedented meta that you won't get in other tournaments, in which the banter may actually kill the concentration of the other team if you can make them laugh hard enough.
It's funny enough because his dad's dead.
Yeah, obviously both dads are dead, so I feel like it's hard to make an issue of that. But I won't put it past them.
Each team have one definitive dead dad.
Yeah.
One who's fucked off to another
Yes,
country.
there's a lot of missing dad involved in the matter of the Mengos, so possibly more than one dead dad. However, there is a confirmed death on each team's dad.
Yeah,
Going around like
the
that.
rest are MIA. So, how that affects the game, you are watching it unfold. However, Solar Crest picked up by the Dazzle here, and a regen in bottom, so they're going into Roshan, but that ward will have spotted them straight out. Whether they can mount a defence on it is a different question. However, they're coming down, they're back out of Rosh, though. They're going back to farm, and both sides call it a draw.
Yes, I'm not sure why they've backed off here. The Radiant team have got their hands around their necks, just finished the choking.
Just throttle it. However, they're making movements. They're going down the bottom. I think they're going to 5-man push in bottom. Obviously, the other lanes will push themselves in. However, around the T2 at bottom, they're making a stand. But we've got light blue, which is invoked, pushing out mid on the split and push there. Nobody's around to defend it. Whether he gets the tower and gets back before the others take the tower is yet to be seen. However, it do seem to be splitting up on bottom. That's unorthodox. Rich, why would you think they're not making
Radiant's middle tower
I'm
is taking
not really
damage.
sure what's happening anymore, to be honest. There's a lot of
Middle
interesting
tower is
strategies
being
going on here. I really do feel like they just need to gather us 5 and push.
Yeah, I feel
Radiant's
like
middle
they've
tower
already
is being
proved by
attacked.
decimating both other lanes that that's the tactic to take. However, at the same time, though, they don't seem convinced that it's working.
Yes. It's worth noting that the Dazzle, the position 4 on the Radiant team, is almost ahead of the Invoker at this point. It's the highest net worth on the Dire team.
Yeah, just by passive gold, 5.5k net worth on the Lich, higher than the Lone Druid, the Lion, and the Crystal Maiden on the other side. Crystal Maiden net worth is obviously pathetic, but that's to be expected. However, that Lone Druid, lower than the Lion.
Yeah, been very effectively shut down. A couple of bad misplays early on has just kept him out of the game.
Just shut down and shit
Dire's
on.
bottom
Now they're
tower
pushing
under
into the T3 on the bottom. That's a good zoning Shiva's guard there. However, he's eating the combo from the Invoker, but he's just too tanky. He takes the Stormbolt
They actually
and the
go down.
finger.
Oh, the
shallow
Grave saves
grave.
him. They're coming in now. Dommy's in the back line. He is actually attacking the supports. However, again, the Lichel on the bear. Them two alone in the back line with the Lichel. There's nothing they can do. If they don't split up, it's just means certain death.
Yeah, and
Every
the
time,
sustain
every
is just
single
keeping
time.
the
Bottom
Radiant
barracks are
alive,
under
yeah,
attack.
as they just push the tower down. There's not a lot of recourse that the Dire side have at this point. They're going down, they're going to eat Megas. Another Shiva blinked forward there, straight onto Leonard. However, I feel like Leonard could be eating this one if the slow from the Dazzle is enough. The Solar Crest on him kills him straight out, and that has to be GG.
Yes, there's a definite GG here. Yeah, it has been called. This is the end of the game. Very, very, very good draft from the Radiant.
Lovely
He
stuff,
knew what he
chaps.
wanted to do. He did it effectively. Apart from a couple of times where I feel like he took the top of the gas just a little bit too much. Made a little bit too cautious. Just a very simple 1 minute win.
Yeah, it was a wonderful game to behold. A lot of questionable decisions, which obviously I love. Now, in a second, we will get into game 2, but I believe we will just have a little bit of a pause, let the players have a discussion about what went wrong, what they can fix to get back into the second game, in which we will be swapping sides. So this time, the Lithuanian invasion will be on the Dire, and the British Nationalists will be on the radio. Whether that affects things is yet to be seen. Until then, we will get you back into the draft as soon as possible. Oh, and we're back on the stream. Lovely stuff. So welcome back to the studio here, which also happens to be the arena. Rich, do we have a name for the arena?
Yes, it is the Portal Sheffield.
The Portal Sheffield, yeah, for the 3rd annual Choco Bowl. So you join us here, back in the studio. It's all go. Obviously you can't see because it's all happening on the other side of the camera, but there's lots of discussion happening and it was just wonderful to behold. So in a couple of minutes we'll get that lobby up and we'll get us back into the draft. Now, Rich, is there anything you're looking forward to seeing in this game too?
Yes, I'm hoping to see a tanky support for Sammy. Something like an overage that's very hard to bring down. It means they can't get bullied as easily. What?
Now, I might be wrong,
Yes,
but I also think that it was possible, because I wasn't paying all that much attention, truth be told, that Ogre Magi might have been banned, because obviously Ogre Magi is a well-known deck hero. First phase ban, so that I feel like we're not going to see it in game 2. So can you think of any other tanky supports that Sam could get away with?
Even something like a Witch Doctor is surprisingly tanky, or something like a Jakiro, although Jakiro is very skill shot based. It's in very much cases, if there is a fight and you're getting bullied, if you drop everything, you will hit something.
I think the big problem with the Witch Doctor tankiness though is that you're obviously relying on you having your heal active, and I feel like that's very much a conscious effort. So for something like Sam, who's obviously played the game maybe a grand total of about 3 hours, so that's a complete speculation. However, very low time in game in comparison to everybody else. To have that sense of mental fortitude to be aware I'm in danger, I need to turn the heal on, don't deal at something really single. But you never know, he could be an absolute savant at Witch Doctor.